Hi, I'm Rita Cook with Politics and How It Affects You, and I am sitting here this morning with Brad Norman. He is running for Ellis County Sheriff. Hi, Brad.
Hello.
How are you?
Good.
Turns out that him and I are neighbors, really, because we grew up in Dallas in lovely Oak Cliff, and he even went to Kimball, which I didn't go to, but you're almost my age.
Yes, ma'am.
You're like a little bit younger than me, so we won't talk about that. But, so tell me, so you actually have been in law enforcement for a long time, correct?
Yes, ma'am. A little over 22 years.
So just give us a brief outline, because you're running for sheriff, how this is going to work out in your favor if you win all the things you've done.
I started my law enforcement career 22 years ago in the city of West in McLennan County, and then went from the Dallas Metroplex. So we moved back up here to Midlothian and went to work for Midlothian Police Department in 1999.
Okay.
And I was there from 99 to 01. And at that time, the Sheriff Ray Stewart recruited me to come and run their narcotics unit
Okay.
for the Sheriff's Office.
Okay.
So I went to work for the Sheriff's Office in 01 and was there from 01 to 2017.
Okay.
I started there as a deputy, and when I left there in 2017, I was a chief deputy.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So you learned a lot during your time, like sort of all the hats
Every
that you
rank all the
wear.
way up. Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
okay.
There's not much in the sheriff's office that I haven't done
Okay.
or been a part of
Okay.
or even run. So in 2017, I left the sheriff's office when after Johnny Brown stepped down,
Okay.
and went to Methodist Health System Police Department, where I'm a commander there, a lieutenant there with them, and run one of their campuses
Okay.
while I'm running for office for sheriff here.
Okay. And why? So what are some of the changes that you'd like to see if you come in, or maybe no changes? Just what are some things that you want to do different, or?
Yeah, there are several things. One is I think Ellis County is busting at the seams with new growth.
Mm-hmm.
And with the passing of Tier 2 this last year, which I think is a great thing, Ellis County is never going to be a Dallas County in that in Dallas County, most all of the cities in Dallas County, all of the area in Dallas County is within the city limits.
Okay.
So we're not going to have that here.
Okay.
So our areas that are out in the county now are going to stay out in the county and not in a city limits proper.
Okay.
So that being said, we need to be prepared for that growth, because
Right.
every area within the county and county government is going to expand, including the sheriff's office.
Okay.
So that's probably the biggest challenge I think that we have facing us.
Okay.
But there's several things that I think we should do and need to do at the sheriff's office. I am a mental health peace officer. It's a certification that TCOL has that helps identify and be able to identify people that are in a mental health crisis,
Okay.
and be able to hopefully get them treatment rather than just get them incarcerated, especially for some minor offenses.
Right.
So one of the things I would do as sheriff is I would have every single deputy go through that training to help identify those folks during when they're dealing with somebody
Right.
in a mental health crisis.
Right.
I think that's a big deal. Another thing is our youth. I've got 3 children and 10 grandchildren, and
Oh, wow.
a lot of which were raised right here in Ellis County, and I've got grandchildren that go to school right here in Ellis County.
Okay.
And our youth is our future.
Mm-hmm.
One of the things that I would do is organize a specialized unit to actually target people who are targeting our children.
Okay.
Online predators, human traffickers, those types of things.
Okay.
Every agency in the county will deal with those cases as they come across their desk, but we don't have any unit dedicated just to go after these predators.
Is that's not really a problem in human trafficking in Ellis County yet, or is it everywhere now?
It's everywhere. I
Wow,
mean,
okay.
we worked a case at Methodist not too long ago that had ties in Ellis County. So,
Wow, okay.
yeah, it's not. I wouldn't say it's prevalent. It's
Okay.
a huge issue. Online predators are.
Yes, right.
They don't care about jurisdictions. They don't care. Somebody from Dallas would easily drive into our county to try to get to be a predator for our children. Absolutely.
Okay. So that's something you want to take
So that's
special
another
attention
thing.
of. Okay.
Absolutely.
Good
That's
idea.
something I think that we need.
Okay.
Another thing, and I touched on it in a forum that we had recently, but I would explore the 287G program.
What is that?
287G is a program where ICE, Immigration Customs Enforcement,
Okay.
works in conjunction with local law enforcement. In this case, it would be the sheriff's office.
Okay.
So it is not an enforcement branch where they would go out and actually try to round up offenders or people that are here illegally.
Right.
It is specifically designed for people who are incarcerated already in our jail
Okay.
that for a Class B or above, and they are here illegally. So if that's the case and they're already in our jail, incarcerated, had committed an offense, then it would give us the ability, the Ellis County Sheriff's Office, the ability to get with ICE and into their database and actually get a detainer put on them. So once their case has been adjudicated, they can actually be deported back to whatever country they came from. And it's not just Mexico. It's any country. I mean,
Yeah.
Mexico is a funnel, but they've gotten people from 20 some odd different countries coming through Mexico into Texas.
So, right. Okay.
So this program right now is currently being run by Tarrant County Sheriff's Office, Sheriff Bill Wayburn, who I've met with several times about this issue, and it's being done successfully.
Okay.
It's actually taken, murders, rapists, other aggravated offenses that people that have committed those that are here in the country illegally and taking them out of our area. So there's some cost associated with it, and because we would have to maintain their, house them, feed them, take care of their medical needs until they actually get absorbed into the immigration customs enforcement system. But I think the cost potentially the cost to our citizens is far more great than what the financial cost would be. So that's something that, and it's not something that the sheriff can do by himself. We would have to have commissioners court approval in conjunction with them. But I think it's something that we absolutely ought to look at.
How do you? So I used to work in human resources, and I remember people would come in with new green cards, like they have a different name and all that. How do you figure out who somebody is sometimes when you're arresting someone who doesn't have citizenship here in the U.S.?
It's not an easy task because there are so many different sources of identification that people use: Texas ID cards, driver's license, Social Security cards that are fictitious. So having training in that also is a big thing.
Okay.
So yeah,
I guess they don't belong, but you don't really know what their name is sometimes. I mean, it's kind of
and that's where
dilemma.
That's where that database with ICE could actually be a big benefit for us to be able to fully identify people that we're not for sure who they are.
Wow. Okay.
And if they've never been fingerprinted, they've never been put into APHIS, they're not in our system within the Texas criminal justice system, then that database that ICE maintains would be a big help.
Okay, that's a good idea. All right, anything else you want to tell us about? You have make sure that I've seen your signs everywhere, so your face is plastered
We're getting them
everywhere
out
else.
still.
Yeah,
Yes,
I'm like, who is that man? I got to interview him.
Yes, ma'am.
So it's nice that you came in. Let's see, primaries is March 3rd. And then if you win the primaries, then you'll go up against, is there a Republican?
There's no Democrat running in my race.
So whoever wins in March wins, you're going to see their face, either you're incumbent. Okay. So.
And early voting starts February 18th.
Which is
and goes for that 2 week prior to the March 3rd primary.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you want to tell viewers real quick? We have about 1 minute.
We're having a big event at the Point in Ovilla on February the 8th from 5 to 8. We've got a barbecue dinner, got a silent auction, bunch of stuff, bouncy houses for the kids, kid-friendly event. Love to have you come out and like to get to know you.
I want a bouncy house for adults. Then I'll coach
We
you.
we can work on that. That's not a problem.
So check it out, www.normanforsheriff.com. Thank you so much for coming in. You're very pleasant. It's nice meeting you. I'm Rita Cook with Politics and How It Affects You.